All right. So, hello, everyone, and welcome to Cosmic Conversations. I'm your host, Sheila Seppi, and you are watching us right here on the Conscious Awakening Network. Now, I am super excited tonight, and I'm going to tell you why. But before I do, I just want to share just a few updates with you because I think you're going to really want to know about this. So, this Saturday, if you have not already visited our website and signed up, please do so because at 10 a.m. we're going to be having the Ascension TV launch party. So it'll start at 10, it'll go to about 6. We have a multitude of our Ascension TV hosts that will be on there talking about their channel. We have free gifts. We're giving away, I don't know, 3, maybe 4 free annual subscriptions to the membership program so you can watch all this wonderful content. And it's just going to be a wonderful full day immersion into galactic wisdom. We're going to do some multidimensional healing, and we have some powerful visionaries that are going to share a lot of cool information with you. Excuse me. Now, on May the 9th through the 11th, we have the New Living Expo. Well, we don't have it, but fortunately, the world has the New Living Expo, and it starts May 9th through the 11th. Now, on the 11th, that's Sunday, and at 11 o'clock, I'm going to be giving a presentation. I'm going to be providing some multidimensional grid work. I'm going to be working with Elder Mother Tiamu and helping to align people's grids in the field and bringing in some new light codes. So I hope you'll join me there, and you can check that out at thenewlivingexpo.com. Now, for the exciting news. So, I want to share with you some well, you know what? I'm not going to share the important information. I am going to bring up Dina and Patricia. You guys both know them and love them. They've been with us several times, and tonight we are going to talk about some exciting developments with the Light Language Conference. So, ladies, I'm going to turn that right over to you. And okay, everybody, hold on because here we go.
Awesome. Thanks everybody for being here. Auntie, do you want to share? Do you want to share it together? What do you think we should tell all these beautiful people about our conference?
Well, you can start if it's anything that I think you left out, or, I'll jump in. How's that?
I love it. So we saw a missed opportunity by not being virtual. And so your Light Language Conference has now moved from in-person conference to solely virtual, sponsored through Conscious Awakening Network, Ascension. So we can reach a global audience because this work of light language and the language of light is so important. We just had to share more beautiful people with you. So we almost doubled our speakers who are going to be available for you to share their knowledge and share their beautiful voices, their energy. Oh my gosh, this is going to be profoundly amazing. We're so excited to do this change. Still be the same.
Oh, yeah. So what I'm most excited about is that where else can you get 18 hours of live feed, right? And 18 people who are leaders in the field of light language to give you their stories, to give you activations, downloads, alignments. I mean, where else can you get that? Nowhere that I know of, and for an investment of $159, an investment in yourself. Otherwise, you could go to the web and you could look for all these people individually, but we're going to give it to you in one weekend. So we're excited about some of the people, well, really all of the presenters that are joining. Some of them I've never met, and I'm excited to meet them, to hear their presentation, to gain whatever knowledge and experience and codes I will receive from them, because I'm a receiver as well, right? So I'm really excited about that. And does anybody have any questions? So the schedule is on the website, lightlanguageconference.com. There's a schedule. It tells you all of the presenters, when they're going to speak. And I want to make a note though, the schedule is based on Central Standard Time. So please do your diligence in changing that to your local time zone, converting that.
Well, I have to
So,
share with you, I'm in the process of updating that and I'm putting all the different time zones. So
uh,
sorry, guys, it's not up yet, but it will be. But it'll have
okay.
everyone's time zones.
And
Should
go.
I also change that on the, are you changing it on the Light Language Conference website?
Uh-huh. It'll all be
Okay.
changed.
Okay, good.
See how awesome this community is? This is such a family of light. I love
Yeah.
it.
We're all working together.
Exactly. And the beauty too is being able to reduce that price drastically because everybody can receive this in their own home, which is where you usually feel the most powerful anyway. So there's so many benefits of rolling with the tides of taking a shift and a change and offering this to people. So it may be different. We did kind of want to gather, but it's the same, virtual we all started when the pandemic hit. So I love that this opportunity was available that we could just make this change.
Right. Without all the travel, without all of the hassle of making travel arrangements and worrying about, the family, children, pets. Yeah. So it is better because some of our presenters are from other countries, and this allows them to share it with their countrymen, right? Whereas before they were limited to, the US, people who could travel to the US. So this way, everybody gets to attend. And we're real excited about that. I have a lot of international family, and this way they get to attend. So that's good for me. Win win.
I know, right?
So, Phyllis, you had mentioned wanting to share something with us. Is this a good time for you? Mike, turn on your, yeah.
Yes. I just realized that. Yes, I sure. I mean, I'm really excited about being part of the conference because the work that I do is I'm a seraph and I work specifically through Elohim and God the Creator. And so with my work, I am doing what you might call celestial transmissions and so forth, which is really about working with the matrix in like a holographic format, but also I create access points for spiritual DNA activation, transformative healing, and just let's call it spiritual unfoldment. So all of that in there. And so through the light language that's coming through Elohim and other higher beings, I'm creating those access points. And I just thought I could share, if you would like, just a little bit of what it is that I do, because Elohim is here. And let me see here. Can you hear that change? Yeah, there we go. Okay. that's a little bit of the kind of stuff that I do.
Is this where we say, wow,
Yes.
that was awesome? Absolutely awesome. So let me ask, I know that we've had you on a different show, but for people who have not had the opportunity to meet you, can you share just a little bit about how this gift came to you or the unfoldment and the connection that you have with the angelics?
Yeah, I have actually. I've been surrounded by angels since I was a little girl. And I didn't know them as angels initially, but when I joined Sunday school, got my little Bible, and there was a little picture of these angels with wings. I was like, "Oh, they're angels!" And subsequently, soon after that, I got kicked out of Bible school because I asked too many questions. But so the angels have always served as protectors. They've kind of been guardians and teachers and so forth throughout my entire life. And so I had a number of different teachings, and so the teachings in itself went through an evolutionary unfoldment. And they always told me about the seraphim and that I was seraph, and I was like, sure, you're right, whatever. But so it's just been recently that they're like, you really need to acknowledge that you're seraph because there's other information and energies and things that need to come through for you, but it comes through with your acknowledgement of that. So it's really been just this last year that everything has expanded exponentially in the level of the work that I'm doing. So I started out with sound, sound as a sound healer and doing all of this energetic healing. And so now it's really primarily the use of my voice. And recently Elohim came to me and said, "We're not your primary go-to any longer." And I was like, wait, what? and Archangel Michael was just like, I was kind of like, you mean God? Whatever. So
Oh yeah, that guy.
that guy. They always speak of God, the Creator, and so it's been just a beautiful evolutionary process as I've been going through, but it's also been very difficult because of the level of energies and so forth it's gone up exponentially and what it is I'm meant to do. And so it's actually been really exciting. So that's a little bit about me. So I'm really excited to, my key mission in being in this physical form is really about helping people, humanity, acknowledge that they are God the Creator in a physical form, and they have the power to create their lives and to change this world and to create the new earth, as I hear a lot of people kind of call that. And so all of my work is really about the opening up and revealing truth within each individual and allowing them to expand upon that and understand who it is that they truly are and why it is that they are here and what it is that they are meant to be doing.
Beautiful. All right. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, Dina, Patricia, I guess we turn it back over to you.
Yeah, I'd love to hear. Abigail also didn't get a chance because she wasn't on the last one either. So I'd love the community to also meet her beautiful energy and voice.
Hello, everyone. Oh my gosh, I'm kind of after that beautiful experience there, I'm still kind of hovering around. Need to anchor back down. Thank you so much. And do you go by Phyllis? I love your name, by the way. Oh my gosh. I'm very happy to be here. My name is Abigail. And I am a divine channel. A lot of what Phyllis said, um, I resonate with when it comes to my channel connects straight up and then straight down to it's divine. It doesn't go anywhere. And over time, I have come to realize this to help humanity remember who they are, core essence, truth, who are you? And it just comes, it sounds simple, but when you're transmitting, you're like, oh, this is so much more. It makes it so exciting because everyone is on their own journey and everyone has their own pace. And just being able to just bring that through and they take it and they just use it however their soul is here to use it to awaken, to remember. It's an honor to get to be that channel and witness people move through their transformation. in this lifetime, I'm meant to work with women, which I fought for a while. I was like, why? Everybody can benefit. Like, no, women. And of course, I understand that also now, just where we are in time and the importance for women to remember, to remember who we are is very important. So, yeah, it's a little about me. Yeah.
Do you want to give a demonstration or transmission while you're on?
Yeah.
Oh,
Not to put you on the spot or anything.
not at all. Borkiata sa ayarando koromo yetia harate seki ayarando koromo kia. Shara naye te toro sakariat koromo korietia. Tata sariak ori it in akrandikito soromo yetia. Tara sa ak aranta ak oromo oriti. Taro voroshitia. Teke shiria nakarito. Woro shiraria. Phew.
Oh, thank you.
Beautiful. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Mm,
So
Is
this is,
right. Can you imagine 3 days of this?
right.
yeah,
Oh my God.
I
I, I'm,
know.
yeah, I'm so
I'm
glad so
already
many,
vibrating here.
yeah, I'm so glad so many of our presenters are here because this
Oh,
is the opportunity for people to see, oh, that's who I'm going to sign up to watch, right?
Yep.
So who
that's
else,
so
who
cool.
else of our presenters would love to share?
Donna, were you on the last one? Okay. Dr. Amron, would you like to go next?
Sure. Hello, everyone. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Great. So my name is Amron, and I am a psychic counselor. I do work primarily with women as well, and I'm here with Earth Warrioress codes, and I'm here really supporting our spiritual leaders in choosing themselves, recognizing their value, stepping aside from the ego and stepping into their soul mission more deeply, and really activating their depth and their power, and really uncovering their codes, their core codes. My favorite subjects are money and self-value. I love supporting leaders and building their spiritual platforms. So that's very much boots on the ground, business development, alongside psychic development, and just personal gumption activation. So it's delicious and I love it so much.
So I signed up for one of your courses. I told you that. And I was watching I was watching a video and there was someone else giving the activations, but you were in the background. And I was watching you in the background dancing and I could see your mouth moving. I knew that you were doing light language.
I love that you
And
picked
that
that
was
up.
so beautiful. Yeah.
Thank you, sister.
Wow.
Lovely. Yeah, my light codes activated in 2022 and or 2023, and you know, I was just more enjoying that there were these really rad sounds coming out of my mouth, but I'm just now, like maybe over the last year or so, really coming to value them, kind of similar to what Phyllis was saying, just really recognizing, okay, this has a function. We're tapping into something, we're delivering something. This is an administration of sorts. And I've actually been mentoring in some way with Ken Lloyd, who's here, who's been informing me so greatly on just what's happening behind the scenes. What are the mechanics underlying this? And I find it so fascinating. I'm one of those practitioners who's here for precision and efficacy. Others of us are here for efficiency, broad sweeping. We're all here for a purpose. And so I really like to lean in on what's going on. Why is this working? Enrolling the thinking mind, because we are all humans as well. And we bring so much more power to what we're doing when our ego mind is on board. So I'm here to bridge that gap between science and mysticism. And I take it really to heart because I really feel, wow, I'm blowing up right now. The potency of having that extra belief. It's a game changer. Yeah.
Did you want to give a demonstration of a transmission, or
Yeah,
what are you
okay, let's
thinking?
go. Yeah, let's go. So I'm really feeling the solar plexus coming online right now for our group. Connecting the solar plexus and the heart. Settling into the central pillar. Recognizing the right placement and the right timing and the right arrangement. And remembering that everyone is listening. Ayara kiara kalayara kalawara yala ara karala yaro ala yara karituara kritiara kritiala yara ku ati ala yara turiti ala karitu irti. Uri taraka ala uti ala yara uti ala karu uta ala kti ala tu a uiti yara titi ala kuri ala ko ara karaktu karakturika. Urigala caricatura cara tica cacurutica crutiala urtiala crutiala crutiara tu rectira criti cara crutiara tu recreala udale riwale cri ai la ora che ti ala curi crutiala ca al ai ala a iti a curi ala ule ala uri ai lia ala ui ira curi ala ia ala ora ti ala aira a uritiara crutiara kuala curitiara ora diara crikutia uruti ala ku ala kiria. Oh, mm. Thank you, sisters and sacred mothers.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you for inviting me.
Absolutely. Wouldn't be the same without any of you. This is such a benefit to us that we were able to add so many more beautifully unique and diverse souls. So I can't say how humbled I am by all the abilities that you guys do. Oh, wow. All right. Who would like to go next? So, because I think the rest of them, Sharon, you weren't on the last one either, were you? Would you like to go next?
Yeah, I've talked a little bit. I work with light language through vibrational frequencies and codes, and I'm really good about matching energy and patterns and helping all the worlds connect together. And I do a lot of grid work, and I really just like travel around the world and go as far out as I can and check the grids there, check the codes there, and rebuild and leave something behind too. And I really just enjoy what I do, and I really enjoy light language and vibrational frequencies. So, and that's about it.
Is there any sound medicine or sound frequency you would like to share with the collective?
Just focus on your breath. If everyone focuses on their own breath every day, our consciousness will grow.
Awesome. Always a great reminder. Auntie, how about you?
I was having a little private giggle. So for those of you that don't know, Sharon is my partner in the light language galleries that I do, and also the light language immersion weekend retreats that I do. Sharon provides the sound healing, and for years I thought that's what she did, right? Until one day she started telling me, she was giving me feedback about my work, and she said, oh yeah, I saw these codes, and this happened when you were doing light language. And I thought, do you not know that everybody doesn't see you know? And so although Sharon may not tell you this, Sharon is able to see the frequencies. You know, so I share with people that there are so many ways to transmit it, right? There's vocal, there's singing it, which is, a different frequency, toning it and using the sound equipment is a higher frequency than vocalizing it. There's the hand movements, the body movements, writing the symbols. And now the beings told me just emitting the codes off of your body, right? And so it just made perfect sense to me that Sharon could see the frequencies, right? So she comes in so handy to me. She's so dear to me as my sister and as my partner in these things that I'm doing with light language. But and we were just recently in Egypt, and I'm going to say this, Sharon, you can slap me later. She was telling me that she didn't sleep the whole time she was in England because she was protecting me. Egypt, she was watching and protecting me in the ethers the whole time that we were there. And so what she brings, although she doesn't describe it very much, she's so low key and so, humble, but she is a powerhouse of information, knowledge on sound healing. And she's taken multiple courses and has even taught her first practitioner class, certification class recently. So I love you, Sharon Varner. Thank you so much.
You sound like one of my grandchildren now, just talking about me.
Oh, I'm your mother, remember?
Thank you, Patricia. But I can say this, I've never felt so much energy as when this crowd went live in anything, and we're just on Zoom, so I can't even imagine in person. And that singing I've never heard frequencies like that in my life come out of a human before, ever. And I've traveled around listening to all kinds of people.
Phyllis is amazing. We are in for such a treat. I'm telling you.
Yeah, this whole group's going to
such
be
a treat.
amazing.
Yeah.
I'm really honored to be among all of you.
Yeah. It's too bad we can't do it in person. So, Kel, I hear so many good things about you. Do you want to come on and share?
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I would love to. I am so thrilled to be involved with this, you guys. I can't tell you how huge this is for me. I started doing light language kind of spontaneously. It's going on 2 years ago now. This is 2025, right? 2 years ago now. I was in an ascension acceleration program working with a mentor and teacher. And in the middle of what we were doing, it was a 3-month series. And in the middle of what we were doing, she would do light language for me as part of our session. And then I wasn't aware of it before that. And then I saw Daniel Scranton, the channel, who primarily channels the ninth dimensional Arcturians. I saw him on a YouTube, just one of his podcasts, and he does light language to bring in the Arcturians. And all of a sudden, I just started like almost like echolalia. It started coming out, and it was very similar to his. His is kind of techie, and mine has since softened quite a bit, and kind of another tone has integrated with it. At first, when I was first doing it, it sounded very Russian to me, very Russian, techie, hard, kind of get. And then this sort of Asian feel has kind of joined in with it now. So it's sort of this kind of combination. And then now some avian has started to come through. And Dina, I just had a channeling session with Tony Ghazi yesterday, and he told me that that I'm part of the avian. That's part of my lineage. So I was like, oh, you're not going to believe this. It was a small world. And and then I occasionally I'll tone sort of like an angelic ooh kind of sound, but that doesn't come through as often as the other stuff does. And it feels like a lot of times it feels like I'm either giving big speeches in front of a council or programming computers. It's kind of a strange, like when it just sort of comes through. Now, when I set an intention, it's a little different, but like when I'm just kind of by myself and just sort of letting it come through, that's sort of what it feels like. So
You want to give a demonstration of a transmission for everybody?
sure. Let me set an intention. Yes, no, kaya kai shishi tai ti na ka kai tai ta kai shishi shai. I don't know kai shishi I don't shishi I don't ta kai ti kai ta shishi ti anti o. I was shishi am ta kai ti ti char toro toro shai ti ti shishi chai ka ti kai ti shishi bai. On to contact chiar che tu chai shishi ka ta ni up front to chai ti chai ti shishi ka chiar. Ora to kompa ti a inchira to shina ta ti pa ta to shati anet to kare to pa shishan to kind to pa ti a it to shin shai.
Thank you.
Thank
Beautiful.
you.
Mm.
My
And
intention
Dina,
was
I can
for
see.
okay.
I'm sorry. Sorry,
No,
Kel. Go ahead
I
and
was just
finish.
going to say I set the intention for a successful light language conference.
Oh, thank you. We need that. Yeah.
You.
So, and Dina, I can see them trying to come through you. Do you have a message for us?
Well, I drew some codes earlier, so I wasn't like ignoring or putting my head down when somebody was transmitting earlier, but I drew two codes for the collective and two really about partnership. And so I hope this comes through on my screen. Ah, shoot. Can y'all see it? It's kind of hard to see.
That's
If you could
perfect.
touch closer, I
Beautiful.
think we could see it even more. Mm-hmm. Okay, maybe not. That might be too close.
No.
Okay, wait, there.
Uh,
A
let's see.
little closer.
A little closer.
It's not letting us through.
Yeah, it's all back everything up.
Okay. I'm trying.
There you are.
There you go. Almost.
Almost.
Because
Okay.
Beautiful.
So what I got, but I don't always get words or messages for this one, except for this one really was about a collaboration, and it's the duality. So I feel like one is very avian, and the other one, I honestly don't know. I started drawing these like a couple of weeks ago, and somebody told me it felt like a blueprint. But these were some of the ones that I drew like a week ago. If y'all can see that, I'll turn them. And I have no clue other than I've just been drawing them. I can't stop.
You know, when I work with the architects of reality, a lot of times symbols like that come in.
And none of them are the same. They're always different. So they look very
Yeah,
similar, but they're totally different. And so, but it does come with a transmission that I will give everybody if you would like. So
beautiful.
this is mostly blue avian, but I feel like I'm about to break open with something else. So we'll see what comes out. I don't know. Spirit works as spirit works. Hopefully y'all heard
yeah,
that.
we have to get your sound fixed before the conference. We did hear part of it though. And, you know, of course we receive it. Doesn't matter if we hear it or not. The frequencies are the frequencies. Everything else is entertainment, right?
Sharon, I was telling, we were talking before we started, and I said, well, when the sound goes away, you're just going sonic. What do you think?
I really think it's the noise
What do you
canceling.
think with the silence there? Did you see? It makes you think that when everything goes silent, it's like being out in the desert when everything turns the same color everywhere. You start hearing the same thing too, and you're seeing the same thing, and your senses start seeing things different then, and it gets off balance, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
When
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, and Dina, back to you. We're going to try this again.
Well, I'm looking for that musician to see if I had it checked before. Now I'm not even seeing it at all. That's so weird. I'm in my audio. Isn't it the audio?
Mhm.
Yeah. My tech, I will
It's in
have
audio settings. If you, Gina, if you click on the down by the mute button, click the up arrow and go to the bottom choice for audio settings, it'll pop up there.
settings. Yeah, that's where I was when I went in this, and it's showing it's picking me up, but now I don't see
Maybe
the
maybe try high background noise suppression.
background noise. Thank God for techie people. I don't see any of that says that, Cal.
Are you on a laptop or
Uh-huh.
a
Yeah.
mobile? Huh.
No, I'm on
That
laptop.
should pop up.
But my tech
And
has
then-
been nuts.
Go low background noise, not high.
Low background.
You're right. Low. Sorry, my bad. Low background noise.
There's Zoom background noise removal.
Removal. Yeah. Click on that, and then beneath it, there should be auto, low, medium, and high.
And which one should I go?
Try low, and let's see what that does.
Low.
Try low?
Yeah.
Okay. How's this? Can y'all hear
Much
that?
better.
Yep.
Oh, sweet. Okay, well, I'll try it again then. Here goes. It's totally different than the other one. Wow. Did y'all hear that okay? Oh, we fixed it. Yay. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. That makes my heart sing.
And what did it mean?
The biggest thing when I do it is it's literally, this is my understanding of why I was chosen to transmit is after Aunt Patricia activated me is I become a key. I become a key for other people. And the fact of if there's a blockage or there's a challenge, and I do this a lot in my shamanic practitioner work and my psychic work, is really to get people out of their human doing and more into the human being by emanating a higher frequency in whatever it is they do. So, but I'm also a human being too. So I have my own breakthroughs to work through as well. But it's mostly just to, for lack of a better way to put it, unlock you into new realms, new worlds, new ways of being, new energies, things like that. So that's how I understand it. Who have we not heard from tonight? Let's see.
Can you hear me, Dina?
Yeah.
Okay. Can we bring Andina on, please?
Yes.
Thank you. She's been trying to give us a message now for about 10 minutes.
Have I?
No, I felt it. I've watched you, and the beings are really coming through you. So let's let them do what they're trying to do. Okay, I'm receiving. Go for it.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. So take a breath and just settle into your heart space, and I'll speak to myself afterwards is what I'm hearing. So yeah. So just settle in that space. Whew. Narute ke arisonde ayo and mirushandrevet kaisatama u era ver uen aru ein aru am miru is en aru ein sia u arut hier u am via aris aru ind his arukain meruk am sia hurud hier ruham dis aruhai rahud ni si rutanda kurma asunde kai ni siang rumi atukam barando aid hia orom mirreshondrakai tu karmel sotrabatu kan har itu kaina karmo u arand hiras inarukam aran uam aran herinda o ruam sorun irin a o ruam sirin de o ruam orun in aran u ein aranu mirinda karuan sierunga o ruam siaran u ardam mirinde arudam sierinde o ruam sirin siarukte andukam merinde aru o ruam siarandu karuktam merinde arukto vuram siaran usiandukam merinde arukto ruam siarandu karatam merinde arukto vuram si warukaina tuati karukta murukta hisatu karta urukta mruti sandroveotu kaito karbautu kam haratu ahierok mirutaid veri eltukam marutande ashod siaratua baratu kainda karmiotu shandraveotu kairmiota kam maruiatu aisaturk var io kaina tu ber oshokan mer iskor kabarot mar etu kaina tur var atu kam maruta ver iot is an arud hier as u am mar iat songa irk u aran var atund miruk ayand sarand verat ishan.
Beautiful.
Oh, that feels so sacred. It's like just all this yummy goodness. Mm.
Yeah. So who we haven't heard from is Sheila and Ken, I believe. Is that everyone that we haven't from our presenters?
I think
I
so.
think so. Yeah. Do you want to go, Ken?
So,
Do you want me to
We'll let you go first, my friend.
Okay. All right. So when light language came to me, I was totally not even expecting it. And so I was in a hotel and I was on my way back east. And I went to bed and woke up. I woke myself up actually because I was speaking. And I'm like, what is going on? I could not stop. I couldn't stop all morning. I couldn't stop when I went to the shower. I could not stop when I got on the elevator, and I just knew they were going to call down to the hotel lobby and say, there's this crazy lady wandering the halls. I couldn't. When I went downstairs to have breakfast, it was still going, and I'm trying to talk, really low, and I always take Willow with me, so I acted like I was talking to the dog, going on. People were looking at me, but I didn't care. This energy was running through me that I could not stop. And it hasn't stopped. And so I always I just love the feeling when it comes through. And I've been using it in sometimes when I'm doing the holographic grid work with people, when I'm working on the grids of the planet or in the grids around the planet. So I'll just go ahead and let's see what comes through. Iana laki na katarushu kwa a. E ayana tatarutu. Ukua maa na ane. Urushu kuina a ne kiwa ne shakatarutu. Urushu pwa. E ni kikiwa na ne. Urushu turashe kiena. E kiwa a na ata. Urushu kwa mana ne kika alate. Urushu kwa a. E na a. Urukua na ushuwa ma ne katarushu kuina. E lieta urukuwa ba darushu turinima ayana urukuwa a e ayaka a uturushu a e ana urukuwa a na ake urushu kuina a ma na e uluturushu a e kini a na anake koroshu kuwa. So a lot of times when I'm working with Andromeda and Elder Mother Tiamu. Sometimes I'm just working with the Omni Stream, having things to come through. You just never know where you're working, who you're pulling through, but you just know that it's beautiful. So I want to thank everyone who's part of this conference. So Ken, let's turn it over to you.
Oh, Lord. So, 2018 spiritual transformational experience, I think is the proper buzzword now. So I'm about 7 years into my journey. Light language for me probably kicked in 4 years ago, maybe 3 years ago. And it happened to me on a high-speed ferry from Fort Myers to Key West, where I was going to spend the day in Key West. And I found myself on the boat talking to myself with my hand over my mouth. So, I call myself a project. So every couple of weeks, Spirit seems to shift and change me often. And light language is a part of every single thing I do, whether I'm in my own meditation or walking around the house. And most of the stuff I do, I use light language to communicate with the consciousness of energy in the body. Or I'll use light language to negotiate with entities. And entities is just a general term I use for all consciousness, whether it be an ancestral, past life, a galactic, or other. It's part of every single thing I do. It shifts and changes in the moment, in the minute, depending on what needs to happen. And I just flow with it. And as we all know, we don't always know. Right? So even when I'm talking to the galactic entities or the galactic ETs, even though I'm using light language, I don't know what's actually transpiring, just the intent behind it. So with that being said, let me give you a transmission. And this will be for the body to kind of shift some of the energies around you. Nitarata Shalario mama yoto shoto kapapakieta. Shodo no me atakalere shiroto toto dia bariaka aroto. No to dia mabariaka anishini and yachiko to no to apaka shalieta o no shia mako koya takari roto no dia tiki shatkani ato to chikidori tata tashikutu shaleale anto mobioko to dia apaka shele roto to koto. Today just kind of, they came through as whatever they come through as. And what's beautiful about it is everyone receives exactly what they need. And I never know what it is. So thank you.
Thank you, Ken. That was awesome. I always love your transmissions anyway. It just puts me in this state of, I don't know, transformation. Goodness.
So this is what you can expect from a small amount of what you can expect from the conference, right? All
Yeah,
of the
not even
energy, all of these transmissions. I mean, yeah, you got a good taste of it tonight. I love you all so much. And I'm looking forward to working with you more.
Yeah, and these aren't all 18 of them. We've got more coming to you. Just, life is lifing for some of them. So they're not with us tonight, but in physicality, but they are in spirit.
Beautiful.
Well, does anybody have any questions? Any last questions?
Or any of the panel?
Yeah, any?
Yeah, I think everything in the chat's been taken care of.
I've been trying to help on that, so you didn't have to shoulder all of it.
Thank you.
That looks like Doug has his hand up.
Hey, Doug.
Hi, Doug.
Hey, everybody. I'm working on light language too. I'm just not speaking it yet. It's the mathematical expression of the source of light, like qubits, ebits, bits, hyperbits. And so I'm not speaking it yet, but my goal is to do that. And so you guys are encouraging for me, but if anyone's interested in working with a quantum scientist who's interested in taking these little drawings and the language and the writings and stuff like that and trying to look at it from a scientific perspective, from a a written language perspective, and codes, like computer codes, I'd be interested in anybody who wants to work with me on that. So I put a note in there, Doug@quantumdoug.com is my email. I'm Quantum Doug, so you can find me anywhere. Just search for that, and an email will show up for that. So there's my
They're usually right
there's
here.
my light language.
Yeah.
I can speak in math, and you guys would all think it was a weird language too. So.
But the thing is, my understanding, the language of light is our first language, right? And our first language was telepathic.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It's only human beings that needed to make it vocal,
Yes.
right? But everything is the language of light. And one of the things that the being shared with me about the Tower of Babel, right, is that all languages are light language. Because when the original language of light shattered and we came out speaking German and French and Italian and English, those are fractions of the one source language. So guess what? They are light language. They're fractions of light language. And so why wouldn't math be?
Yes.
Because we write light language, or we transmit light language through symbols sometimes. And all of the ancient writings that there are all across the world, in my opinion, know what they say about opinions, but everything is light language. So those are also transmissions of light language. Those are
Even
codes,
math. Yeah,
sacred
even math.
geometry codes, right? So of course, what you're doing is trying to break that down. And because light language is not just about vocal, it is also about many other expressions. So why wouldn't what you're doing? Why do you need to go to the vocal when you're already doing light language in what you're doing?
Yes. I mean, I wanted to share, a couple people know on this already here, is that me hanging around this group over the last month, I finally realized that the mathematics that I was working on for the last 25 years, all of a sudden I came up with a better name for it called existons. And as soon as I did that, they started channeling through a friend of mine saying, yes, we like your new name. We're a group consciousness, and thanks for coming up with this better name. And now we're group consciousness communicating with you through this channel. And I'm going, okay, I didn't know I was working on this all along. And all of a sudden their intelligence, and it's a fundamental aha. It's like, what? And so just realize that something happened in this meeting here over the last month. I just want to share that with you all. And some of you all know that story, And I want to thank Sheila for the opportunity to be here and to do all this. And I'm going to be at the Light Language Conference. Of course, I know Ken and Dina and more of you if you reach out to me. And so this is part of my mission as a scientist. Okay, I don't know what else to say. You guys are on your missions, and this is fundamental. It says these existons now say they are the fundamental consciousness primitive for all light languages and all group consciousnesses and all telepathy. That's what they're telling me. So
Well,
stay
cool.
tuned.
Let's
Stay
get
tuned.
let's get a presentation together. And let's put it together in June or July.
Please, I was going to reach out. That was one of the things in that email I was going to send you, Sheila.
Okay.
This is hot off the press. I'm astounded and amazed and thankful at the same time. So
that is so cool. Okay, guys, you heard it right here. Conscious Awakening Network, where all the breakthroughs happen.
It happened here. Yeah, with my friend Fallon, who has also been hanging out in this group here. So she's the channel. So.
Yeah, great.
Thank you. So anyhow, thank you, everybody. So.
So see, that is what we're trying to accomplish by bringing all of these people together who have these different understandings about what the language of light is, and they all have different ways of transmitting it, of bringing it into consciousness. They all have different missions. We all have the same mission, but different expressions of the mission. And I'm so excited about the conference, and I'm so grateful to each of you, even the ones that aren't here that may hear this later, for stepping forward and being able and willing to come and join us in this grand adventure that we've decided to have. So thank you.
And before the conference, just so y'all all know, when you want to try to connect with these beautiful individuals, we will make sure on our website you'll have a direct connection to each one, so you don't have to go finding them on the internet and things like that. So that if you want to have a specific session for one of our panels or speakers on the group, you can just connect to them directly. There's no middleman or woman.
Yeah. I'll be updating that tomorrow, so give me a little while to put all those links in there. But yeah, it'll be there for you, and we encourage you to go and reach out to each one of our panelists.
Especially if you feel what I call like chills, or you feel like a connection, or you're just really pulled to someone, things like that. Oh my gosh, please reach out to these amazing people, because this is just part of what they do out of the big scheme of things. So.
Well, can I close this with a transmission?
Of course you can. Are you kidding me?
They're yelling at me, so I had to say something.
Heck yeah, we don't hear you out.
I'm used to them yelling at me, so yeah. Peanamaya heshera o ki lama. Nui me chiko o lebihiti o hondaya mo oina. Na ma yehendea ko lebe oishi tai. O inda handai ananama aki o lebi uhama. Mo ehempi oish. Shuni miancha lea cheke wu ke papai de ehutu. Dui ehelea anda ma yen me uhamba andai en chakararo uhuli. Bea mamianana. Ne uhitai lea she eleke ko heme oamba. Buti hata ilai echeka unko umebe itu nime. Tua. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for hosting us, Sheila.
Yes.
Thank you guys for being here. I was so excited. When I knew about the conference, I went ahead and held these 2 weeks so that everybody could come on and talk and share, because yes, we're promoting the conference. Yes, we are. But we're also bringing a gift to you. So if you are listening to this, hit your rewind, sit back, and just feel that energy, and then share it with your friends, because what's coming forth is a true gift to humanity from the world of spirit. So I want to thank you guys for being here. I know it was a lot for you guys. Dina, thanks for handling everything for me last time. That was absolutely amazing. I really appreciate it. I am so excited for the conference coming up. So for everyone out there, go ahead and check it out. You can go to the consciousawakeningnetwork.org. You can hit on the events. You'll find it. Just click on it. Bam. Get signed up and join us. And I am working on getting all the speakers up with photos and some bio information. So that will be up in the next couple days too. So everybody, thank you, thank you, thank you so much for being here. Thank you who are watching, who are listening to us. Thank you so, so much. And until we're all back together again next time, namaste. Much love, everyone, and have a beautiful and blessed week.